Whew. Good evening, everyone. Just finishing getting shit set up. And be good to go. Do you remember what tracks we're running at tonight? Because I don't remember. Go. That should be good. How's everyone doing tonight then? Hopefully pretty good. Got 7 people signed up. Still 25 minutes to go. So, we got plenty of time. Make sure I actually have the right car selected. And then we can go and run a couple of laps. Good old Croft. Get rid of that stupid text. Didn't want that up there. Alright. Hopefully I have the right car. Yes, I do. I want my Barbagello set up. That being said, not sure. Actually, we'll see. We'll see. Might work out. Hairpin is going to be very interesting. I don't remember how my Barbagello setup was. I do remember it did not like going in a straight line, which is maybe a problem, but it was designed to be a bit better on... Oh, we already cut the track. It was designed to be a bit better on the long straights the Barbagello has. We have some pretty long straights here. I think this might be the fastest track that we're going to be visiting this season. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty flat out. I'm on a car that can go pretty good in a straight line, so I might actually bring out the setup from last week even. And re-symmetricalize some of the bits that I made asymmetric and try that. Because I remember I wielded the car into a much more stable platform last week. As it was kind of mandated to be competitive around this slip. Because you really didn't want any slide at all from the car around there. Otherwise you were just compromising speed, and obviously because it was a tiny oval, every millisecond mattered. So, Croft, it's not going to matter as much. But having a stable car for these straights is going to be pretty important. You know, I'm actually going to go and try that. Let's see. We can make some changes to it as we go along. Slip. Load that up. And override that. I'll leave the gear ratio where it's at currently, and we'll see what we can do. I should be knocked out to 1.5. These both 8. Knock that down. Knock this down. Those weren't changed. That should be fine. Yep, let's try that. See what we get. Car's still a little uneasy on these straights, but that's okay. I think I want a little bit more rearwards on the brake bias so that we can get a bit more swing into the corners. It's going to be pretty important here. Going a little bit more gear ratio as well because we're running out. I think I might be able to change the bias on the fly. I just need to reach down. Yes, I can. Push it down to about 56. And we'll see how that goes. From the 62 we ran at this slip. Quite the front grip I was wanting, but some. Absolutely demolish the ghost time. But I don't think my ghost time was a very high bar to clear, so... Oh, we've overshot. Into the gravel. Ah, well. Let's see, what did I modify on this beyond... I don't know. Well, I want to knock that up at least a click. We'll see how we run down into Tower Bend if I maybe need to bump it up to 2. But I don't think we should. Maybe add a couple to this to make it more neutral on the rear. And we'll knock this down to 56. I think everything else should be fine. Try this. Let's see how it goes. Ah, that's interesting. I want to try that again. Oh, that's so weird. So you can't see it right now, but you could probably hear it. My shifters actually jump backwards and forwards in the Windows Media Player. Well, not Media Player. This is Groove Music. Same shit. Just cue that up. That'll do. I want to re-add that pressure into the rears that I took it out. We'll see. We'll see. We're beating our current ghost. It's good. We're still slightly topping out, but only just. So maybe this might be the gear to be in. Not sure. See how it goes on the run into sunny and sunny out through these S's down here. But I think the corner should prevent it from being able to reach top speed quite. Yep. So slow up a little bit more maybe, but it's fine. Oh. Hopefully, given the size of this car, it should be pretty straightforward to keep it within Croft's track limits. But we shall see. No doubt we'll test that hypothesis tonight at some point. I mean, you'll know immediately if I don't, because this track is notorious for its ruthless cut track penalties. Both in qualifying and in the race. But so far so good. A little bit slower than our ghost time this run, but it's not the end of the world. We got a better exit out of tower than I did last time. It was a much smoother run through there, I'm pretty certain. What we got on the current best. I'm way wide here, it's not going to help me time-wise. However, we're going to come into here. Going to brake a little bit more. And that's really going to cut some time in. Yep. Try and hold it through here. Running it right on the edge. Whew. A little bit of brake into here as well. Never hurt. Actually gonna lose out, I think, just to the ghost. Yep, 35.5. A bit too much slip there, I think, maybe, but I think I might have gotten away with that. Try and focus on that power exit in tower, and that seems to have paid off. Just like in basically every car, tower bend is going to be very tricky. But be interesting to see how that goes in the race. Oh, it's a huge gain there. Can I keep it all the way through? I can. Didn't even put a wheel on the grass. That's easy going to put me down into the 34s, I think, here. The greatest line through here, but that's fine. Hey Adam, how's it going? That wasn't too shabby. 30. Fuck's sakes. Hoping for a 34. I got a 35.02. I've overshot. Poo. Can I fit for that gap in the fence? Nope. A solid wall. I should have expected about as much. Boring, you're organizing stuff? Fair enough. Alright, let's try going up a click there and adding those PSIs back to the rear. I don't know if it had those to begin with, but it's going to now. I think everything else is about where I want it to be. Give or take. Just make sure everything is okay on the stream side. Yep. Cool. But I need to make a second class for service vehicles, police/safety cars. I mean, from what I've seen, there's a few of them out and about for AC. So I'm not too surprised. See, when it comes to Live for Speed mods, actually, I've come across my fair share of trucks and buses. I know there's, like, bus mods for AC, but, like, there's a few for Live for Speed of, like, different kinds of bus and, like, trucks as well. And for, like, a much more fledgling modding community, it's interesting to see these, like, rather unconventional variations of street vehicles, but I guess somebody wanted to make one, so they did. Feels like having the same class with forklifts and the Flintstones car, if you know what I mean. That is true. But then again, they're not really a balanced class on their own, are they? Because, I mean, you could have, like, the AMG GT Black series that they have for, like, the Formula 1 safety car, alongside the 1970s Dodge Monaco. Not quite the same machine. Currently have them in utility. The Flintstones car a utility vehicle? Not sure. I guess... maybe. Was it 35-0? Interesting. Put a little more gusto into this, and I could probably get a 34 then. I completely gave up classes being balanced. Fair enough. Mainly for modding class and organizing them. Oh, I put a wheel on the grass. No! Piece of shit. God damn it. However... maybe we can... oh, I put another wheel on the bloody grass. What am I doing? Driving drunk, apparently. Fool. And Vic was mad for grass cutting. Oh, it was the 34. Alright, well that worked out somehow. Well, I think it's the gear ratios. Evening, Evgeny? How's it going? Oh, I've immediately cut the slap. I was not paying attention. Bloody hell. Utility is more of not cars and funky stuff. That makes sense. Oh, wow, it's almost race time already. Shit. I put another wheel on the bloody grass. God fucking damn it. Oh, that felt better anyways. That's definitely, I think, what I'm going to be going with. Let me just check. Roomy Strim settings. Here's an ultra loading. Let's see. Okay. Don't know why I felt like there's maybe a little more than that. Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. Let's see what we got on the table. The singer hit his or her toe. That was a loud scream. There aren't any lyrics here. An instrumental piece. Unless I had a voice crack and I didn't know. Only 8 people. Eek. Still 20 seconds. That's probably not going to change much. Yeah, it's the guitar. Funny with how the playlist is shuffled, it's actually the lyrical version that's up next. You know what? I need to go and use the restroom, so I will treat you guys to the final few laps of yesterday's race, because that was fucking awesome. I forgot this car is deathly loud. TV camera doesn't seem very good. So I guess I'll just do this. There you go. Alright, I will be right back quickly. Whew, back. Guitar wind-up sounds like R2-D2, what even? Might not be coming across well in the stream, I don't know. But I don't hear R2-D2. These cars are fucking loud though, hang on. One thing I want to show though. This is kind of wild. On the final lap, Phil's to my right. I went for all mother of sends and whoop. Somehow, no death, no contact. Whew. Anyways, we have a race to go and run. this shit up. Alright. Oh, this. Yeah, I know exactly the sound you're on about. Right, get that out of here. Serious business time. As I need to wait for the Steam thing to fuck off. There we go. I can actually have the proper UI up on the screen. Click the fancy start recording button so that I can record footage that I'll never do anything with. And now we go onto the track to be a hazard to society. As I almost immediately veer straight off the road. Yeah, I did look at the clip. It probably didn't come through because I looked at it on Discord, but yeah, I know exactly that sound, yeah. Whew. Starting to get a little bit toasty over here these days. Oh. Oh yeah, hang on. This car is going to be quiet because I forgot to do... There you go. That's better. Yeah, the Delage, for some reason, is like excruciatingly loud on my end, so... Oh, Matteo got on the grass. I had nowhere to go. Yeah, basically. Because if I download the stream later, it'll look worse, so... Oh! He bounced off of that wall. Drifting. That was not the way I wanted to do that corner, but it's how I did it. Yeah, the PC can handle it, so... Why not? Oh. I think that's the first time I've hit the, thingy. The, shit. Downshift protection. That's it. Why did I struggle to find that word? I'm losing my marbles. Question both using the preview screen on OBS. You mean the like big screen that shows you the capture? If so, yes. But if this is like something new that OBS has added in like recent updates or something, then no, because I haven't updated my OBS in a long time. Oh, we have a... with a Paul who's pretending to be Brazilian, it seems, tonight. Unless he has been knighted as an honorary Brazilian, as Mateus was cheering him on the other week. Oh, no, it was Riley, wasn't it? But I think they're all in cahoots. Whoop, shit. Probably give a bit more space. I'm using 20 FPS with MVNC, trying to find the reason since NVIDIA 3070 should have separate chip for streaming. Wait. I have a 3070 Ti. I don't have any problems, so interesting. Bloody hell, he's gone for the scenic route. I'm just gonna go. Yeet. Yeah, odd that it would be costing you 20 FPS. Are you using, like, just OBS Studio? Or are you using, like, I don't know, maybe old OBS or Streamlabs OBS? Maybe they would affect things, because I'm just using regular old OBS Studio. Yeah, I only run things at 1080 60, so on my end. I don't need any more than that. I only have a 1080 display, and well, I only have a 1080 60 display, so not really much point in cranking more than 1080 60 out of what I play. So I don't. But yeah, if you're trying to run like 4K shit, then that's gonna... Yeah, 4K at 144, well there's probably a problem. All signs so far point to this being a pretty rubbish lap. Might just have the fuel to go again. We'll keep it on track. Okay. At least put a banker in. And I don't think I've invalidated my lap unless I'm stupid and missed it. Oh, I should have just enough, I think. Oh, maybe not quite, but we'll try it. No, I think it's a lost cause. Guess I'll just finish this lap and park it. 36-1. Not bad, not good. No, I know I can be on pace with Kitty sometimes. Implying because he's lagging to all hell. Yeah, I guess one extra note to mention. I'll probably mention this a few times throughout the runtime of the live stream, but there's a chance that... Well, there's a relatively decent chance that I will either be late next week or won't be able to stream at all next week. I'll have to... I'm not sure how... whether or not I'm going to be home in time. This is a shame, but fortunately the event on Tuesday takes precedent. Oh shit. How am I driving so bad now? But yeah, I'll probably make, like, community posts about it and whatnot. Try and make the fact as known as possible, but, yeah, I don't have any plans to get in someone to sub, but, I mean, we'll see. Because, I mean, there is a chance that I could return in time to start it all up, and at that point I wouldn't need anything or anyone, because I'd just be able to do it, but I don't know. That's why the title is how it is as well, if that wasn't obvious. But I did kind of realize maybe it could have been interpreted as I'll do shit next week, so this is my last chance to get a good result. But I more meant that I might not even be here next week to even try and get a good result, so... Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, we're good. We're good. 35.6. Chicken pee-pee filter rabbit hole. $34.2 from Mateus. Oh, big slide. That's gonna cost me time, I think. Some like same with very minimal differences. But I think the problem is that people will just take someone else's, change it slightly, and slap their own name on it. And so there's a lot to choose from, but there isn't a lot different. That's probably what he's getting at. Because I see shitloads of PP filters and stuff on bloody race department and stuff, and, well, I don't give a rat's ass about them. I can imagine others probably do. Alright, shit. I'm not gonna have time for another run, so I'm gonna have to hope this run was good enough. A couple of attempts clear of Yari. Don't think that's gonna be enough, but we shall see. She did me for 11 minutes, so I think that's good. Let's see, 13. I think 9 liters is going to be the safer option here. Just in case the race overruns. Can overrun by a maximum of like 1 minute and 40, so. And when I prepare for whatever circumstances may arise. Okay. Cheers for the luck. Let's see, will Yari jump me? He doesn't. And nobody else has done a time. Fortunate that it seems like we've only got 7 racing. Rahman did not show. I think he did tell me that there was a chance he wouldn't show. But I think he registered like a week in advance as well. Probably just forgot to unregister. This is cool down. There's been giant vignettes on my side monitors. Don't mean that sounds great, right? Okay, Phil is still out on the lap. Okay. And so is Mateus. They're both going faster. But I think everyone else is pit bound. All right. See what we can do. See what I can do. Hey Donnie, how's it going? Just for the luck, I will need it. Let me get in gear, there we go. Oh, Mateus got a crap start. I don't really know where to go. I guess he seems to accelerate it away well enough. Otherwise, Phil is going to storm off with the lead here. Phil goes very wide though. Sheesh. Very tight, trying to avoid that danger zone. Just for the luck, Adam. You just turn off action effects to CSP boost trains 1020. Alright, decent start. How can we hold on? It's a small grid, but it's a very competitive one. So, we're either going to sink or swim. I don't think there's really any other option in between. Oh, a bit on the grass there. But I got an amazing run out of here, but I have nowhere to cope with it. Oh, Jesus. Mateus is still there on my right. He's not going away. Really tripped up on that final corner. If we hit the tires of the first chicane, that was close. Pretty much know Croft like the back of my hand. Yari is looking. How brave is he going to be? Not very, is the answer. A little bit too much slide in there. Yeah, in some cars, if you know what you're doing, you can really straight line that chicane. And stay within track limits enough for the game to not kill you about it. Bit of a bump there. Smells like fresh grass. Right, because on that final corner blunder, Mateus and Phil have pulled away, but I've also been able to not let Yari get past and start extending out a bit of a gap again. Oh, as I put a wheel on the grass. Gonna cost me a decent chunk of time. But we're gonna be able to exit this corner better than Yari, I think. Which is going to negate some of the losses. Guess seeing as we're on a bit of an uneventful straightaway, quick little... Oh, okay, the straightaway's ending quicker than I thought. I have to think now. Whoop. Alright, let's go. Well, they're both quite wide there. Especially Phil in the lead. He's opened the door for Mateus. This could get interesting. They are very close, and I've pulled decent gap back to Yari. So I'm kind of just in my own here. Alright, yeah, so, as I was going to say, I'm still not fully decided on next season. I'm sort of etching out a rough concept. But I got a little bit of homework for you guys. What I'm looking for is a... Oh my god, they've both gone all the way out there. Holy shit. Okay, what I'm looking for will have to wait. So I need to pay attention about what's going on. I was not expecting that to happen. Yeah, so what I'm looking for is a 1950s era race car, ideally, that is not a power monster and could be a suitable replacement for the kind of cars that I run in this bracket. So not like mouth-watering beasts, but, you know, something that's a bit tame that can put on some nice fun racing. Cooper TCR, yeah, because they made Cooper TCRs back in the 50s, eh? I say ideally yes, because I haven't been able to find one. That, like, would be SRS approved. That's the key point here. Don't start sending me some, like, Bazza shit. It's not going to be SRS approved, so no hope. Also, he only did 60s packs, I think. But I think some of those cars were in production in the late 50s. Alpha GTAM, that's a 60s/70s car. Oh, they punted each other! No way! Drama! And he's gone off, so he's going to have a big penalty. How should I know the decade? It's close enough. 50s Pet 2, I think it's F1. Oh, I don't want F1, though. Drama, 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 yeah. Well, Phil has vanished off the face of the earth. Matthias is still in second, but I assume he has a pretty chunky penalty to serve. He might be trying to... He's dropped back to third, so I think, yeah, he served that. 3 minutes to hold on, so that's 3 laps, I think. Give or take. Italian Stallion is behind. That's not the way I want to start this first lap in the lead. But, yeah. It's kind of what I'm looking for. It's not confirmed that I'm going to be... Oh, what the hell is he doing over here? He's just existing on that apex. Point is by Pesio. Based on old cars. Again, it's a 60s car. And while technically not F1, it's still... It's built to 1960s Formula 1 regulations. Late 1960s Formula 1 regulations at that. The closest thing I could find was like the Corvette C1, 1959, so right tip edge of the decade. But maybe wanted something a little... I was looking ideally for something a little smaller and lighter. 50s and 60s are the same, it's pre-era revolution. Yeah, but I mean... The 50s cars are very different. Porsche 356A, is there a good mod for that? It's up on Race Department, okay. Thank you very much. I will check that out. Matthias is on a warpath, though. He's trying to close in, so I should probably actually get focused back on this race. Love to get a win on the board, so I'm going to try and do that. It's going to not be easy. Define good thing is stupidly slow. Well, that doesn't... It's going to be in a one make, so... One make around shorter track layout, so it's not going to matter too much about top speed. You know, I don't give a shit if... Oh, 133, Jesus fucking Christ! I'm screwed! Oh, I've gone way too deep. I'm good though. I don't give a shit if it's slow. If anything slow is what I'm looking for. Maserati Tipo 61. Good equals well made, IMO. Yeah, that's more what I was looking for. Well made, and on... Well, I don't mind if the quality of the model and whatnot isn't, like, AAA grade, but, you know, there's... Oh, that might be a penalty for him again. Or he might have just gotten away with it. If he got away with that, he's a very lucky boy, because he was on the absolute edge of what was acceptable there. It was pretty nuts. Oh, I'm drifting. Gone deep. That might be the wind done. Nope, I think I kept that tight enough on the exit there. Whew! 134.3. Sheesh. Oh! Oh, quick. That was the quickest vanishing act I've ever seen. Oh. God damn. Now time to do it again. I don't think it's going to work again. I had to take the opportunity when it presented itself. Jaguar of some sorts. What a race, yeah. Whew. Jesus Christ. Now I'm starting 5th now. Cheers. Penalties, my beloved. D-type. There is a D-type. There's a D-type on race department. I saw it a while ago. I'd have to drive it again. But, I guess I should explain the kind of concept that I'm sort of looking into achieving for the next season. The concept I was looking into achieving for my 2 series next season was kind of a pseudo multi-class championship. So basically, this car would be slow cars on short tracks, and... Oh, Mateus getting pretty aggressive there. Shutting the door. There's a car right there on my right. Ooh, backing out of that from Mateo. I didn't want to get involved there. Could have been easy death, but it's going to put me right up in the firing line for Yari. But yeah, so the idea was a pseudo multi-class. This race would be slow cars around shorter layouts, and then I'd use the bigger layouts of those tracks with a bigger and faster car for the second race. So that's why I wanted something that was a little bit slower. Because I wanted a faster 50s car and a slower 50s car. I guess the other one would be more like a support race rather than the likes. But, there's a bit of an extra spin as well. I was going to focus on modern tracks rather than historic ones, because everyone always picks historic tracks with historic cars. I mean, I've even done it. Because, I mean, it's just kind of the thing you do. But, trying to find... It's pretty hard to find a 6 tracks. Oh, Mateo's got a big penalty there. Rip. It is pretty tricky to find 6 tracks that are modern tracks that have both a long and a short layout that would both accommodate a big, grizzly, powerful car and a small, slow shitbox of some description. both from the 1950s. But it kind of reminded me of when we raced the Maseratis in Donnie's series, where they did the 50-50 split. If anything, I actually almost preferred running on some of the more modern tracks than I did some of the vintage ones. Like modern Silverstone was a lot of fun. It's probably my favorite race of the series. Heresy. What can I say? I am a heretic through and through. I think Yari's backed out. Hard to say, so I don't want to cut across completely into the corner here. He has. Tess is going to streak away, but I think I could probably lodge myself onto the podium. So like a club meet? Yeah, kinda. Historic Racing Club. Reminded me, oh, I kind of screwed Harry there because I got a crap exit. Better than modern cars on classic tracks. I think it's a case-by-case basis. Like those Porsches we did last season at Feldberg that was a lot of fun. I really liked racing at Feldberg in those. Oh, they've come so wide, Jesus. I think it was just Mateus actually going that wide. Shit! No! I did the zone! Fuck. Alright, well this is going to be interesting. Last hairpin it is. But I need to make absolute hay around the rest of this lap. Give no fucks for everyone else. I'm coming through. Also need to make sure I don't extend it to 20 seconds. That would be literal death. There's modern F1 at Spa 1960 videos where the people are just flat out. Yeah, in some of those cases, yeah. But I think for older tracks like Feldberg it works out. And like Bridgehampton or Riverside as well. Those two also work pretty great. I mean, you can only do historic Riverside, Oran Park, for example. MX5 Cup at Oran Park. Riverside you can. Uh-oh. I have a thing in my way. I can't see shit. I got screwed by an app pop-up. Fucking garbage. Ugh. That sucks. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, we're good. I don't think you guys would have seen that, but I literally could not see what was in front of me. A likely excuse. Yeah, I got... 0 to 0, yeah, really. It's a DeLorean. I don't think there's... A, I don't think there's a good DeLorean mod. And B... well, B, it probably would be shit to drive. And C... well, actually, I don't know C. No, it's actually going... It was going great. Race 1 went great. I think I'm being paid back now for the luck I got in Race 1. Because, I was stupid and hit the zone that's on track, but you get a penalty for because fuck you. And I also decided, or the app that I used to put the chat on top of the screen decided that it was going to do the amazing thing of giving me an update pop-up, saying that there was an update to the app and that I should install it right in the middle of the race. And as I came into turn 1 last lap, okay, that was on me. I was trying too hard. Real 0 to hero moment here. Or 0 to 0. Win, dead last. Yes, I am. I am. Yeah, I think. I reached the point where I might just write my own. I don't think it's very complicated to do. But it's not that bad. This is the first time it screwed me. Actually, no, I think it did screw me before, but that was like almost a year ago now. So. Actually, I'm going to do it here. I'm last, so it doesn't matter. But someone had to finish the just pop up stick at the screen for the lap or so. Yikes. Alright. Okay. This time, let's not fuck this up. Maybe score myself a not last. But also, hey Roman, unfortunately you couldn't be here, but glad to have you on the stream at least. Are you going to be in the Lola race, or is that also going to be a no? Ooh, I went deep there. You know what? That could have gone much worse. The car sort of pivoted itself into the corner. I can't really afford any mistakes here if I want to make up ground and make positions. Phil is actually 5th again. Bit after the lows, but I couldn't practice. Can practice jack and squat, so expect me to be either slow or dead. Oh, we'll be in the same boat then, that means. Perfect. I did about half a lap to get a screenshot for the thumbnail, and that's all I've done. Don't even remember driving a test lap in the car, I'll be honest. I'm 34.9. Ugh, I'm not fast enough to catch the cars ahead. Been doing this Forza Horizon 5. Not exactly in the SimRacing mindset. Damn, playing bad video game. She Tyler Morgan was quite a lot of fun. I don't know. I can't get behind Forza's everything. At least in Horizon. Physics bad. Content is bad. Tuning is bad. I think like the only new-ish casual racing game I've been able to enjoy is Circuit Superstars. I guess also Need for Speed Unbound. That was pretty fun. Oh, Yari's gone off. He's gonna have to park it. Not last. Oh, the server's already ended. Piss. Oh well. Circuit Superstars one like my DK. I really don't know what that means, but okay. Love me Circuit Superstars. Pretty cool game. That Lego Drive 2K Drive game, whatever it's called, is out. At least some people on Twitch are playing it. Maybe early release for content creators or something. Stupid penalties. Yeah, I got done in by the penalties in race 2. Got 8 people up already. 20 minutes to go. So we're going to have a bigger grid here, I think. Still find it funny, actually, that my paddle shifters actually change the music that's playing. Big Lego Racers and Rocket Racer, though. Bigger grid in the Lolas, man. Yeah, unfortunate. Dirty again, fun again. Hi. Hey, Alexi. How's it going? Yeah, holy shit. I got lucky, though, in this race. You know. How close was I? Ooh. Yeah, there weren't much. There weren't much left in it. And that hitbox is that's hipping. Wasn't this a smaller field than the Ligier Saxon Ring? Yes! Yes, it was. Ligier Saxon Ring was 12, I think. Michael, that was so not right. But numbers in this series anyway were smaller from the get-go than they were in the Ligier, so I'm not too surprised. First cast small grid, not a problem. Yeah, I think the people who we have left turning up are like super competitive, so there's if you're not in that group, you do kinda you struggle because there's no one really to race with, but you know, if you're vaguely up in that group, then it's good fun to be had. It's like a rally. Yeah, it's almost like a rallycross event. Would have liked a bigger grid here, I think. Would have made it a bit more interesting. But I think the smaller grid last week was perfect. Having like 8 cars on that tidy oval was about as much as I would be willing to tolerate. I think if we had a full grid on that track, we would have been like nose to tail all the way around and like a big snake. Would have been crazy, but also would have been kind of ridiculous. There would have been no breathing room anywhere. Crazy to think that track can supposedly fit like 18 full-size cars. Oh, big slide there. Yeah, pretty well in this first race. Clean, no issues. Couple of small slips here and there. Oh yeah, those two went super wide here. They were going at it. They were really going at it at the start. Pushing each other to the absolute limit and back. Why does Mateus get past? I'm not sure. He gets past him, though, at some point. Well, it's quite tricky to overtake here, I think. Oh, that'd be how. Surprised Phil didn't get a penalty for that. Would have thought he would have. He might have done. I don't know. And he gets a bad bounce off of that curb. Look at that. Oh. I slide out a bit too much there, but I think I was more paying attention to what the hell he was doing. But he just got on that curb and boink. Phil tried to turn in. There was a Mateus there, so he couldn't. It's right in each other's slipstream. Oh. I missed the moment. There we go. Oh, yeah, he just simply missed the breaking point. Oh, there really wasn't much in it, you know. Let's see. Mateus lights up his brakes. I think I went back too far. Any moment now. Oh, there you go. I already clicked one frame, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, this is a lot of frames. I'm just going to keep clicking. Okay, that was a bit later than I thought. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was quite late. I have low braking power. No, I had 100%. Bonk. And that put me in the lead. Mateus had to serve the penalty. I guess Phil served it before he got going again. Not sure. But I had a pretty chunky lead. It was just maintaining it, really. He came in pretty close. But the final lap that I did was just good enough to hold him at bay. I think were I any slower on this lap, he probably would have made a move. But I think I was able to keep just enough. Just enough of a gap. Actually, no, he did try, didn't he? I forgot all about that. Because if we jump forward a little bit more. Bop, 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 bop. He was closing and closing. Because he was so damn fast. I got a bit more of a slide than I wanted to here. Gave him the space. I sort of kept it tight. Oh, that was very tight. I really gave him no room there. I think I gave him enough, but it was like on the very limit. It's kind of hard to judge space in these cars with like, especially if you're like sliding through these turns and stuff. Because I mean, he had the space, but he just didn't have anywhere to really put his throttle down properly. Because you see there, he tries to kick it, but he's still turning, so he just kicks the rear end. Had him proper boxed in. Right, now, we looked at my success via luck. Now we look at me failing through bad luck. Plus a couple of genuine mistakes. I'm not going to blame all of it on staring at a fucking thingy. Because they weren't all. Most of it. 2 of them were me being an idiot. The 3rd was... Well, yeah. I've lost track. Yeah, Mateus was right there. We were very close. Ooh. I just let him go, because I was like, yeah, no, there's no way both of us are getting through. So, conceded. Ended up losing the spot to Yari. Mateus goes really wide here, penalty. And he goes. There really weren't many laps here. I get Yari back. I think down into here, yeah, he just kinda concedes. A little bit. A bit more of a slide than I wanted into there. But I was dead set on working on it again. And this is where things start to go wrong, I think. I got a little wide here, wheel into the gravel, but that's okay. I kept 2 wheels on the track. However, I think this might be the lap where I... Penalty. I don't even know exactly where the point is. Hang on. Let's see. Where is... I have it somewhere. Did I have them turned off? I thought I didn't. I have my dev apps gone. I guess I turned dev apps off. Okay. I was going to look at the AI stuff. But yeah, driving really tight here if you didn't know at Croft, running this line gets you a penalty. I knew that full well, and I still fucking did it like an idiot. It's easily the worst thing about the track, is that this line here, there's some point where it deems you being off track, and that gives you a penalty. But you know, I knew it was there, and I still fucking did it like a moron. I know the two I want to try. Let's get to park it up there. And here we go. Here, you'll see. I'll enter turn 1 really weirdly, because I literally cannot see what is going on. Yeah, I completely missed the apex. Don't turn anywhere near off and off into the sand. Because I had a window pop up in my face telling me to update one of my apps. And off I went. Penalty. As if going off track didn't cost me enough. Penalty. I then went and did the same thing, but this was just because I'm an idiot. So yeah, 2 through my own stupidity. 1 because fucking stupid application decided it was gonna screw me. But those were the races. I have a feeling it's not going to be the 356. You know, actually, I only remember 2 of the cars, and those were the 2 I wanted to try. I don't actually remember the 3rd car you suggested. So. But I want to try the D-Type again, and the 356. I almost want to say the 356 is not 50s, but I think it is. I think it is. I think I did look it up. Because we were looking at I'm talking about the history of Roof and Porsche with some friends. Let me go and grab lay results. Let's look up A56A. Well, that's rusty. Yeah, 1956 to 1957. Okay. It is a 50s car, confirmed. That's the Seaman. I didn't want that. These ads on SRS are kind of ridiculous these days. So I'm getting these windows up first. You know, I'm looking at these cars in Content Manager right now, years, right? No, I didn't really consider that, and B, they could sometimes be wrong, so. I'll have more drivers, yeah, I know. Criminal. Is this start under? Yeah. This is based on what shows up based on US-based searches. Okay. Alright, race 1 at Croft. That graph. Pretty clean. Mateus got 2, Phil got 2 incidents, but everyone else is pretty clean. Yari and Zuliski got 1 each. I guess they had a little tap. 300 SL too powerful? Maybe? I don't know if it came out in the 50s also, and also I haven't seen a good mod for it on AC, so. Race 2, yep, Mateus won's Teo 2nd, Alexi 3rd, myself in 5th. Not too much spread between everyone though in both races. It was pretty good. Pretty tight field. Qualifying, Mateus 134, Phil 134, me in the first of the 135, 35, 35, 37, and a Matteo with a 46.40. In the race, Mateus with a 133.4, sheesh. Matteo 133.5, also sheesh. Those are fast laps. And you have a 134.3, I was actually third. I'm quite surprised by that. However, jeez. You wanted to know how close we were on pace? 34.3, 34.3, 34.3, 34.3. All within a tenth. Less than that, even. That's pretty crazy. Standings overall, Mateus leads. No surprise there. He has a 13-point lead going into Grobnik next week, with 5 wins to his name. So Phil has to score 14 more points than Mateus if he wants to win the championship, which could be doable. Could be doable. Because if he ties, goes on wins, Mateus is more. Matteo in third place, 40 points back off of Phil. So he could snipe Phil, but I think it's going to be hard to do. Myself back in fourth with 903. These may be the last points I'm scoring in this championship, which is unfortunate. But I am within reaching distance of Matteo if he made enough mistakes next week to let it slip, and I drive well enough, but hard to say. Got a 1 in each of the columns though, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alexi in 5th, 53 points off of me. He's not going anywhere unless I don't show up next week, which there is a chance, decent chance, I'm not going to be here for this race next week, so sucks, but is what it is. Yari in 6th with 818, and then Roman in 7th, last of the quote-unquote full-timers, because he didn't show up this time, but was registered with 669, so quite a way off. However, we have racing to do. I hate that it defaults to the other YouTube, or the other Google Chrome instance I have running. You will. Alright. Race 2. I didn't see how many drivers we've registered. 10. Okay. At Bridgehampton. You check the year? Oh, okay. However, again, I don't know if there's any SRS approved mods for the 300 SL. I haven't seen any. So that's the big key here. There's a lot of options if I didn't want to look for SRS approved stuff. But because I want it for SRS, there is it trims down the list quite a bit. Oh, I overcooked it already. Off we go. Into the sand. But yeah, I guess just to reiterate what I was saying earlier, there is a chance that I am, a decently sized chance that I am going to either be a good monitor and you won't have too many options. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was asking for crowdsourcing help, because I was looking to see if anyone had any ideas for more options, because I was scratching my head. If there wasn't any, I was just going to throw the idea in the bin and, well, I was going to shift the year bracket around. But, I think the Jaguar D-Type and the 356, if they're both decent enough cars to drive, I think they could work out quite nicely for this idea. They're definitely cars that would have, you know, it adds up. They're both like sports cars, touring car sort of deal. I don't think it would be too far-fetched to see them at similar meets. But yeah, as I was getting at, to reiterate the... Fuck, I looked up. To reiterate what I was saying earlier, there's a good chance that I will be missing... I will be late. If I'm not back too late, I'll try and get some kind of a stream going. Maybe do the Lola race. In an ideal world, I'll be back in time for the CrossKart. Maybe without any practice, but, you know. Still, being able to show up with no practice is better than being able to show up, not being able to show up at all. Oh. Shit. Off into the sand dunes. Well, they really slow you down. Holy shit. I'm full throttle right now. Oh. Onto a little bit of tarmac. Sand dunes are deep. My nose is very itchy though. Holy cow. I want to suffer up these brakes a little. Oh, Rico is going off. I guess it's not tricky, or it's not just me finding this tricky. Yep. Did not do a valid lap though. So eek. Let me. See how these are going to go. I actually queued both those mods up to download. And they're downloading pretty quickly. So I'll actually leave them to do their thing as we go out and qualify. And we can give them a little spin afterwards. I want to take out a lot of this fuel. Don't think it's going to do me 10 laps, but it should do me at least a couple. The birdcage, no clue how good it is, but it looks cool at least. I'll try what I got, and we can go from there. Having issues with Steam Library, so not going to be able to do this race either. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's a bump. Oh my god, I'm still looking up. On 96%. Fuck's sakes, I can't drive. What am I doing? What am I doing? Somebody please tell me. Wait for Phil to go by. Oh, holy cow. Sandbagging. I wish. I fucking wish. Jim goes provisional pole. Nonsense, a beach in the car to collect some. Yeah. Definitely. Need to weigh this car down so that it'll actually stop. Actually, no, that might make it harder to stop. Never mind. You see, I'm depositing the sandbag. Oh, shit. Depositing the sandbags in the sand pit so nobody knows. What am I doing? Going back to the field and without even warm up. Well, you'll probably do better than I am at the moment. I've forgotten how to drive. Not just set across circles into the launch set and whenever you yell at me. Because it's from his lab, even though I have the game. Oh, you're doing like a Steam library share thing? Okay. Never tried it, so I don't know the intricacies of it. But that's definitely weird. Albeit, I wonder if maybe due to the way Content Manager launches the game, that it doesn't... Steam library sharing maybe doesn't like that? I don't know. Because it's not being launched conventionally through Steam, so it kind of gets hiccuped and confused. Alright, looking to set and lap on the board. Not going to be a good one, but it'll be a lap. Better than having none. This corner is so awkward. Goes on forever and ever. No, 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 no. Keep it on. Fucking damn it. .36. Pretty shit lap anyways. Look like prototypes. Huh? Oh, you mean like the sports car championship? I think in the 50s they were still mostly normal. It wasn't until the 60s. But I mean, technically, the D-Type is just the same as the road car, but well, the road car was a special made after the D-Type. But the D-Type is just kind of, I don't know, I think it looks pretty normal for a 50s kind of sports car. Just with a big fin on it. That's the only unnormal part, I'd say. That big ass fin. It's a Lotus 11. I don't remember that car, so I went way too slow there. Get a chance to do one more lap, I guess, but I don't think it's really going to matter too much. Just a little more practice, I guess. 35.1 puts me 7th. I think that's not last, so I guess it's good enough. Pretty nice that you can hear the like reverb of the car through the valley sort of section. Remember, it was a lot more amplified on our riverside. So it kind of confused me a couple of times. I braked through there. I don't think I needed to. Just got confused. Oh well. This is feeling like my best lap yet. Looks like the D-Type, but more bubble. Oh, I know the car, yeah. I wouldn't really say it's what comes to mind when I think prototype. At least in the racing context. But I guess they would be kind of like 1950s prototype cars. That was a 33. Only good enough for 6th place. What are the faster guys doing? 32, so actually that wasn't too shit. Really, all things considered. 25 litres, that's way more. Put in 20. I think 20 will do me well. I'm going to probably pick up speed throughout the race. So Down ahead of Rico. That's an interesting one. Yes, Mr. I won't be able to join with any practice. It's starting P4. I mean, you did do chat practice earlier on in the week, so you came in with more knowledge than I did. Oh well, good luck everyone. This is going to be an interesting one. Richie raced at the World Sports Car Championship. But when I hear sports car in the racing term, I don't think of sports car. I think of like more kind of prototypey sort of equipment. But I wouldn't really call those 50s cars prototypes. Yeah, kind of just sports cars with extra bits. I think I ran Rico off there. Not really what I wanted to do. Because there really wasn't any space. He is really trying this. I don't really know what he was hoping to get out of that. Jim's gone straight on. I think Rico's gonna probably get by me here. Not quite. I'm gonna... Oh no. Rico's gone deeper than I have. They're all braking for this, so I guess I wasn't completely out of my marbles for braking for that kink. Oh, I've gone into the sand. So did Rico. Oh. Rico sort of backed out there a bit more. Didn't seem to really get the run that I would have. What he would have out of that corner. Oh, I'm off into the sand a little bit. Not ideal. Overtaken spots are really going to be at a premium here. I think it's mostly just going to be waiting for the car ahead to fuck up and slipping by them. A bit like Mid-Ohio on the weekend. Albeit this will probably be a bit more enjoyable than that was. Having to wrestle this car, but it's a bit more of an enjoyable fight than that Koenigsegg was. Woo-hoo-hoo, Jesus! Is he trying it up my inside? He is. Oh, I've gone deep here. Try not to cut off Danny too much. But I also don't want to let him by. Oh, bit of a wobble. I'm going to lose power. That's going to put Danny around in the slipstream range, I think. I think I'm going to get just enough of a Rico. Able to keep Danny at bay. Rico jumped on the brakes a little bit there because he got a little bit squirmish. Bit of understeer from being so close. Be a bit more careful on that throttle. Getting a little eager. The rear end is telling me that it's not happy with me. Losing Danny a little bit though. This is good. Bit of a lock up into there, but that's okay. Still carry decent speed. think I kept that a bit too tight, but it's okay. Very close up ahead for 4th on back. Oh, but I think Roman might have screwed it up. He has, but I don't think it's enough. Danny is still right there. Behind there, we're going to tuck into a train ahead. I maybe should have followed, but I was more thinking of just holding my line. Roman has been shuffled down from 4th to 6th. We could go a little wide there. A bit too much on the bumpy shit. Oh. Car really gains a bit of air over some of these crests and bumps. Oh. Oh, Phil's gone all the way off into the sand. Rip Phil. I got on the throttle a little early there. Still a bit too early, but we're good. Big lock up into the last corner. It's not the end of the world. Bit too much on the sand, both entry and exit. Danny is the closest he's been, so I still kind of fumble around like an idiot. Is he gonna try it on the inside up here? No, he's not. Oh, Roman was running really deep, so he's breaking all the way through that. It's really skewed my momentum here. I think Danny is going to sail on past into this braking zone. Or not. Come on. Oh, I almost killed him there. Screwed that up. Phil's lost even more time behind. First lap in proper clean air for a while. But I think that's going to be pretty short-lived. Somebody's gone off. Oh, I think that's Jim. It is Jim. He's gone off, which promotes Rico up to 3rd. Means that we're technically in the fight for a podium here, unless Rico gets too far away. It's going to be really hard to do, though. But we still have half the race to go. Oh, Ramon's gone wide. Danny's parked it up. Give me the perfect shot. So get that power around the outside to squeeze back on by. For a second I thought you took to put yourself in 3rd person. He's trying it up the inside. Promotes Rico up to 3rd. I wish I was in third right now. Want to more focus on catching up to the cars ahead. Danny's gone in way too deep. See you later, Sonny Jim. Oh, he almost lost it. Don't think he realized that I sort of eased off the throttle there. I could have easily have dived one up the inside if I wanted to, but I chose not to. I think instead I more just spooked him. Oh, understeer galore out into the sand. Nine minutes to go. Main goal is to shake Danny and catch the two cars ahead. Running a bit deep there. I think I went a bit early for that braking zone. Whoa, big slide there from the rear. A lot of tricky bumps here that very much love to throw this car off balance. Got very deep in there. It was not where I wanted to be. This bit, how's the race going? It's not easy. I'm struggling quite a bit. But, it's not been too bad. Nothing special. But, oh, locking up. I'm off into the sand. Oh, it's now gone shit. Oh, I've spun. Crap. Oh no, I'm in neutral. Let's fuck this race royally. It's kind of inevitable. Struggling like shit to really hold any kind of consistency. This car's not been my strong suit. Oh, no turning. This car's not my strong suit. It, were it not fixed setup, I think this series would have gone a lot better for me. But the main problem, as you can kind of see, is just how understeery this car is. It plows a lot on the front end. It almost feels like a race room car. In a way. It doesn't really want to rotate under throttle. Unless you really hit it. And you have to turn it like a mother load to actually get it to turn. A little wide. But yeah, when I drove it in, like, private practice, when I did, like, 2 laps, should I say, more like. Yeah, I did come up with this beam fixed. I did. But, I think I've also mentioned before how I drive completely differently on my own than when I actually do in these races. So, the true characteristics of some of these cars don't reveal themselves to me until I actually put pen on paper and run the SRS race with them. Case in point, the 8.6. I thought that was a pretty decent car before we did the championship. We did the championship, I hated the car. It was horrible to try and make it go fast. Can't blame the car being related to racing though, since it's an RF2 conversion. It's a bastard child is what it is. Oh, it looks like Roman binned it, so I guess we got a bit of a race on our hands in these last 3 minutes. If I can close up to him, that is. Not going to be easy though. Unless he makes more mistakes, which I think he might have done. No, I think somebody else has made a mistake. I think Phil's had another off somewhere. He's lost a lot of time. And I was too busy looking at the timing tower, so I've had another off. 6 series for me was wrong because of back markers. I think it was kind of damaged for a lot of people because of the back markers. And that was why I submitted my first ever protest on SRS. Was because of the back markers. One of them just was a little too careless and took me out through some very unnecessarily stupid incident. Oh, he's gone very wide there. That works in my favor. Don't have to know what a car is like until you really put yourself on it. Most of the time I need to be in online. Yeah, exactly. It's the same for me. It's the same for me. With the CrossKart as well. If we harken back... Ooh, my practice running with the CrossKart and... Well, basically, all pre-SRS running I did with the CrossKart, because we did do I did do a community race with it to guinea pig it with the SCB guys. And if you remember in that race, Adam, because you were there, I was sliding that car around like you can't believe. However, turn up to round 1, I realized that, well, I shouldn't... That was a fun way to drive the car, was not fast. At least not fast enough. If I would have raced how I did in the SCB race in this championship, I would have, wasn't much of a race, I guess, but, you know. It was more of a test bed, you know. That was kind of my whole point. I more wanted to see if people could actually drive the car and whatnot. And they could, so thought why not? Send it. We're really close. We got a bit of a race on our hands here in this last lap. Try and get as good a run as I can out of the final corner. A little bit on the bumpy stuff, but I think we're just within that slipstream window. See what we can do. Can we snag P7? Not really what I was aiming for, but well, actually I wasn't aiming for anything. The start of this race was surprisingly went a lot better than I expected. I was just more competitive, but I knew the mistake was coming at some point. More fun racing the car gets ahead than the actual rounds. Yeah. And I mean, it kind of... Oh, shit. Kind of loops back into my argument about esports and stuff. Well, he's gone a bit loose. I don't really like or have much of an interest in doing esports stuff because it just would take all the fun out of it. Oh, he's lost the rear. Oh, he went up on the banking and shot right back across the track. That was good timing on my behalf. I kind of just put my foot down and prayed. There wasn't much he could have done there. He lost the rear and was just a passenger. But yeah, no, I don't really like it when things get when I feel things start getting too competitive. I feel like it starts to take the fun out of it. You can have a bit more, you know, because you have to try harder. You can't be as more relaxed, and you can't express yourself as much. Oh, we have one more lap to go. Shit. I was about to, like, just throw the car off the road, but knowing that we still have a lap to go, best I didn't do that. Just need to pay lots of money on the black market on the hags. I mean, nice and if anybody beginning being was extended and random combo for fun, it feels like a testing session. I mean, the point, it's a double-edged sword. I wanted to know, but I also thought it was genuinely a fun combo. Same with the Skoda. I found the Skoda a lot of fun at Oran. So I was like, you know what? I'll throw it. And it was a pretty fun race. You know, I quite enjoyed that both in SCB and in SRS. Had a lot of fun. I wasn't paying attention. Stupid. Have I? We still got a bit of a margin, so it's fine. You know, I'm not just gonna throw some combo that could potentially be complete horseshit in the way. But you know, I like to get a little bit experimental sometimes. Have a bit more wiggle room as to what we can do with the SCB stuff, and it's a more casual setting, so you know, there's no harm really in trying things that are a little bit more goofy. Get it that you can't announce it before it could, because it could have consequences. Announce what? Because what could have consequences? I've lost you. I'll be completely honest. I'm not fully sure where this has gone. Had sand on me tires. Fuck. Oof. Yeah, that was an unfortunate moment there at the end. Close win for you. Nice, nice. I was not close to the win. I did a lot better than I thought I was going to, though. I thought I was going to struggle, crash, burn, and die, but held composure for at least half of the race and then pissed it all down the drain. That was a long shot for a podium. A select combo for one community is a test for another. I mean, P at the end were pretty nice pass. Fair enough. I mean, that's just kind of how it works out sometimes. But also, you know, I don't have an infinite number of combos I can come up with in my head. So, you know. And given that those people that race there are never going to race on SRS, most likely, there isn't much harm in picking a combo that I might cherry picking out some SRS highlights to throw in there, you know. This was... Didn't mean to run Rico off here, but didn't really have any... It was kind of hard to really hard to give him the space and keep it going. I got a little deep there. I think that's what spooked him out. Kind of the nature of this track in these cars. It's very hard to hold your line. Very easy to just fall off of it. I thought it was just a spectacular Jesus, yeah. Yeah, pretty good start here, though. Oh, yeah. Where did Rico pass? Oh, I got wobbly here. I think it was into here, yeah. I see him coming up my inside. I basically just let it happen. But he studges it up here, and I almost go for a look, but doesn't really materialize. I mean, my other was legit me chasing Jim down right, and it basically did the first corners flat before he's in our weight. But the our weight came too late. Oh no. Oh, you can take a look at that, I guess. Rico made some pretty good moves. I think you'd already screwed it up. I think you went very wide here, didn't you? Oh, yep. Lock up, lock up. Yeah, wide. And that. Ooh, hello. That was a weird... weird stutter there. Alright. Rico absolutely sent it, jeez. And we had a nice little battle going on here. And then Phil decided he was going to go and play in the sand. So that was him out of the picture. Danny was closing up as well. What happened down here? I got a blind overrun. I think you just had a shit one. Oh. I think, yeah, on the exit. Yeah, you went deep. So I carried this nice momentum through the corner and then had to jump back on the brakes to avoid crashing into the back of you. And that really... Did it? Ah, okay, fuck it. I'll stop it. Boop. Yeah, I allowed Danny up there. I kind of thought he was going to send one, but he really didn't. Really just didn't. Took his time, and then I almost crashed into the back of him. This is the fam being... Fuck it up. And then he has a go... Oh. Yeah, it was... Was there a touch? I think there was a touch there. Ooh, I think he... Guy behind you just brake more. Yep, there was a slight touch. I think that might be slightly netcode. But, you both lived. And, allowed me to get through. He was not playing around. He wanted that spot back, though. He really wanted it back. And then, yeah, I kind of held back. You see, I lift off the throttle. I have a big run on him. I lift off the throttle because it's like, okay, we'll work together. Catch back up to Jim and Rahman. And he just decides that he wants to go and smell the grass. So that allowed me back through. And then I started trying to work down on this gap. Just trying. It wasn't really working. And then what did I do here? Oh, that's right. I just locked. Look at how little I'm braking at the end. But because it's locked... I actually unlocked at the end there? No, it was weird. Yeah, I just didn't get it stopped, and then I think I kicked the throttle. Yeah. Oh, I downshifted. Okay. Yeah, I downshifted, and that kicked the car into a spin. And I got confused as to what gear I was in, so I had it in neutral. So then I sat here revving for like 2 seconds, and I was like, shit, I'm in neutral. Even though brake locking, yeah. Yeah, that was not great. Right, let's see what happened to you then. Chasing down Jim. I guess it would be... Oh! Here we go. Lots of speed. Oh! Oh, off into the sand. Oh, trying to save it. Controller steering moment. Testing after this. Testing after this. I downloaded the mods, so I can just install them, pop them in, and we're good to go. And then... I caught up. After I went on the sand. I caught up. I might as well just stay on you, actually. Because you then die, and allow me back through. Let's see, let's jump to that moment. I think it's up here. Yeah, there you go. Oh, just lost the rear. Tried to correct. Oh, bounce. Didn't go all the way up the mound, but there was just a bit of a rise there. Clip that. That throws you off. Back across the road. Lucky I'd streamed on past. And then you lost the place to Steven. See how you get that back. What? Oh, he goes deep. And he keeps it wide. Oh, he almost turns... Oh, he does turn straight in. I caught up, goes to sand. Nice, nice. Let's see where Matteo was. I think he's already finished. How close was you to winning? He said nearly win. Oh, who's this? I think that's Jan, is it? I think that might be a back marker. It is. Oh, close win for you. Oh, okay, yeah, Yari was there. Alright, I read that wrong. My bad. Elbows out, yeah. However, I had the fastest lap, so I win regardless. I'm sure that's how it works. I was pretty close at the end, yeah. Yari was right there. I think yeah, you two were close all the way through. However, you were miles away from third place, because as you and Yari, Rico wasn't too far behind, I guess. Not too shabby. Yep, let's get these resultios up. There's a hot lap challenge. Ah, shit. Could have never have known. I set the rules, but apparently I don't know them. Cannot win, give a faster than lap to Sycom. Alright. Just get these upstandings. Fastest laps and the race. I shown the wrong window. Thanks. This one. There we go. Very clean race across the board. Only Danny, Roman, Stephen, and Jan got an incident point. Everyone else squeaky clean. Obviously, mistakes were aplenty, but I think there was enough runoff there to really sort of negate that. Whoa. Come from starting 4th down to 5th. Oh, it was just downhill trending for you. Danny had a really good run. He climbed up from 6th, dropped down to 8th on the start, climbed back up to 6th, had a little tussle with me, and then I threw it in the bin, and then picked his way up to 4th. As Jim faded late race. Rico, though, horrible qualifying. I don't even know if he set a time. Did he set a time? I guess let's see. He did. He did a 33.9. Steven did a 35 and Jan did a 37. I did a 33.8, so not too far between us. Then he did a 33.7. 33.3 from Phil. 32.9 from Roman. 32.5 from Jim. 32.3 from Yari. And 31.0. Jesus Christ. That lap gap difference is pretty crazy. And Lola wanted 8th. Rico 131.05 in the race, so pipped Matteo's pole time. It's pretty impressive. 131.1 from Yari, 131.2 from Mateo, 31.7 for Danny, 32.0 for Phil, 32.1 for me, 32.2 for Roman. Ha, I got the faster race lap than you. Jim in 32.4, Steven 33.3, and Jan with 35.2. Championship standings. We have Mateo leading the championship quite convincingly, 26 points over Yari. Given that there's only one race left, that's pretty much a deadlock, I think, at this point. If the race is won in qualifying, you are simply wrong. Well, it wasn't, so... Yari has a pretty healthy gap back to Rico. There's, 25 points again there between the two of them. Rico is pretty close to Roman, only 3 points between them. Phil is pretty close behind those two, 440, so that could be an interesting one to watch next week, those three. See where they finish. I'm quite far back on a 428. And Jim is pretty close to me on a 422. Means we're going to have to race this guy. Yep. Jim is the last of the full-time runners. Ironic that Miramax was actually my best race of the season. Shows how crap the rest of it's been. That would be my best race. But yeah, quick peek at next week's stuff before we go on to test. Fucking shitty ants. Get out of here. Where are we at? Oh yes, the Suitschleif 67. I need to download that. Next week in the Delage, I'm going to die. Grubnik in the CrossKart, and we have Highlands, the normal layout in the Lola. We will all die, yes we will. Just another reminder before I move on, that I am not going to be, well, there's a good chance I am not going to be present on Tuesday. Next week. But hopefully I'll be able to at least turn up and get something in. But obviously I won't know. I don't know when I'm gonna be finished and whatnot. So we'll see. I'll let you know closer to the time. But would like to get at least one race in, even if it's just the Lola. If not, then it is what it is. But yeah, that's that. And let me now go and install the Jaguar and the Porsche, and we can go and give those a little test whirl. Whirly gig. And see what they're like. No, we're not testing that. We are testing for next SRS series. Content. Cars. I don't know why I was thinking of what folder to put them in. They go into the cars folder. There you go. Cool. Those are installed. Let me just get something set up. Any track suggestions? Just throw random ass tracks at me, and that's what we'll drive them at. If not, probably just go to like Silverstone or something. Arkina downhill. Fuck's sakes. I don't have that, and I'm not installing it, but I can do something close. Cringe ass. Bitches. Eh? Alright, Jag. D-type long nose. We're gonna take this out. Because it's only gonna end well. There is one in AC by default, but I have a better one. There we go. Which way do I want? I want... Outbound. Is it gonna crash? It crashed. Fuck. Fine, I won't do that track then. I'll do this one. Good enough. And that's just the car. How about Vallelunga? Well, too late now. Oh. Bye-bye, Jag. There we go. 152 mile an... Oh, it's one of these cars with the gear ratios bloody bad. Oh, there's only 2 options. Okay. It's interesting that it's pretty short by default. Alright, here we are. Go to these. Bring up Pro Tires. Hey, it actually works in this car. Okay. The camera sort of positioned to roughly where I want it to be. And off we go. What's your AI stream? I did. I might have tuned in for a little bit of it. I don't remember. Unless... Ooh. This is definitely the track you drive these cars at, right? I can really get out of first gear here. Car's falling into the shadow realm. Oh, I saw that bit, yeah. Didn't get around to watching a lot of it. I think I was doing something at the time. Ooh, in the wall. First race car fitted with disc brakes. This is, if you didn't know. Bonk. But I did see that bit. It was like, you had some issues with the track mod, didn't you? Like, one of them had a pit lane where the cars just warped into the pits. They didn't actually pit. And then you loaded up another one, and then they all just fell through pit road. I could be misremembering. Bring back the Trump brakes. Ooh. Okay. This is a bit much. A bit much. Usui is a bit too tight. I also noticed that they spelt drift wrong. It says racing drift. D-R-I-F. How about angles? Angles C will be a bit too small for these. Could try Vallelunga. You know, let's do it. Vallelunga Classic. It's the only correct layout for fast cars. Arvanisto, a bit the same problem as what I had at Usui. I also don't have Arvanisto installed. Oh no, F it. Adelaide? I don't have Adelaide installed either. The French pronunciation. Ah, you're right. The last letter silent, yeah. Quite loosey-goosey on the throttle. I was trying to click approve on the message. I'm a terrible streamer. Thanks. I dare not install the AC mods. Well, sucks to suck, I guess. Now I remember the slight problem I had with this car. I feel like it's a little too loosey-goosey at the rear. Like, you see, it kind of does this, and then it does that, and then does that. It just doesn't really feel like there's anything there sort of really holding you on the road. Oh my god. What tires does this thing have? Like... Let me turn this shit. I guess it is kind of on bicycle tires. This thing has no grip. Like, none. Monkey in the steering column. Sometimes he does stuff. And what this car is known for, it's known for being the first race car of drum brakes. Oh, drum brakes? Disc brakes. It was also involved in the 1955 Le Mans disaster, but we don't talk about that. Weird mid-corner oversteer after a sec of the throttle. Ooh. That's the issue. I feel like you either have way too much oversteer or loads of understeer, and there really isn't. It doesn't seem to have a middle ground. Which is kind of doing my nut in a bit. Alright, let me try the Porsche. Grabbing the Porsche. 356A 1600 GS GT Carrera Coupe A. We have that one, and we have the track day one. There's a Castro livery for the normal one? What the hell? Oh, 4th Grand Prix of Venezuela. Huh. Seems a bit lighter, a bit more race prep, this other one, so let's grab that. Spa PT Champs. I think I have that actually. Or did I uninstall it? No, I uninstalled it. However, do I have... Oh, yes, I do. Now don't worry, I got something cooked up. There you go. I haven't actually done a full... Okay, so it has not a lot of top speed. Understandable. We set it back to the default and we'll just drive. Not a lot we can change. That's also pretty neat. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. -6 on the pitch. Holy cow. Bit better. Oh, it gets damage. So this track was labeled as Sebring, but made by an idiot. And the track map just shows like a really warped version of Mugello. I don't know why I downloaded this. I think I was going to throw it into a pot for a meme race I did a while ago. But, here we go. Wheel isn't centered. It's not, but it'll do. hard to tell where this track goes, because I look at the track map, I just see stretched Mugello. It's vaguely Sebring, I guess. Where is the stage? This car sounds a little goofy, but it actually doesn't feel too bad to drive. Of course, this track is only the finest test bed for my vehicles. Okay, we only have 4 gears. And I have... You hear those brake lockups? Those brake lockups... Hang on, I'm changing track to something a bit more serious. So I can actually know where I'm going. This is a 6-track maker. Red Bull Ring National. Let's try that. Got a bit of incline. Not the biggest fan of the sound effects on this car. That's about center. GT6 had a track maker. Yeah, GT5 and 6 had like a track editor thing. Where you can make these pretty scuffed tracks. I mean, in Gran Turismo 5, from what I remember, it was just built into the game. Was it good? I don't know about GT6's one, but from Gran Turismo 5's one, it was quite limited. Don't think you can go around and be like old racetrack designer. You kind of had like templates to work on, and it would kind of, or like you played around with a bunch of sliders, and it would generate a track based upon what you'd specified. This tire squeal sound is straight out of like some 60s or movie. Like the kind of tire squeal you'd hear in like the Italian Job or something. Oh, okay. But you did have... There was a surprising amount of power you had in the GT5 one even. But it was kind of guesswork as to what the actual result you would get is. Who brought the Vine to the stream? The Vine? Sean Connery, James Bond sound effect vibes. Car also has no rear grip, but because it's a lot slower, it's a lot more manageable. Oh god, that single rear exhaust. You have the stairs truck. I do have the stair truck. But I don't think the stair truck was made in 1950. I think I'll be able to check into watch races, but not when I'm too sold on racing. Partly because I have to struggle with T1 in a few corners. Yeah, I quite like racing it. I had one of my favorite ever SRS races was on this exact track in the MX-5 Cup car. That was awesome. It was like... It wasn't like a race of like constant overtaking, but it was a race that I pretty much executed to perfection. And due to the nature of this track in the MX-5s, I controlled the race by sitting in second for 3/4 of it. So... But that was such a fun race. That was quite a while ago now, but probably one of my favourite ever wins in SRS. I guess the conclusion I'm coming to here is that if I want 50s, grip is coming at a premium. I'm not sure if people would be too happy with me running two very slippery cars in a row. I don't mind this car too much though. 50s cars didn't have much grip? No way, yeah, I know, right? However, I do need a combo for Thursday. So, well, I might look elsewhere for SRS. I throw this in the pot for Thursday. It's a fun little car. Engine is taking a... It's because I'm keeping my foot pinned on upshifts. It's entirely self-inflicted. Like, if I stop doing that, I won't take any engine damage. It's just me refusing to lift. Oh. Thursday getting more series? No. See, there you go. No engine damage. It's not a new series as per se, but I pick out the combos for a community race that happens on Thursdays. I'm gonna get many people show up these days, though. So. Ooh. Overcooked. Can you join? I mean, it's open to everyone. Let me see. I've been pinged. Okay. There are a lot of chats. I don't know what you mean. SCB doesn't have that many channels. Not at all. Oh, you know what? Hell yeah. I just remember that this is a car from the 1950s. The Speed Demon itself. The Abarth 595 SS. Oh, we have a bit more grip. Whoa. .595 is 1964. Shh. The car into production in the 50s. It counts. No, it's not actually. It's rear wheel. It's rear engine, rear wheel drive. Hence why I got a bit slippery there. It's like the Beetle. In effect, it's Italian Beetle. Denardi Bisiluro. Is that on Race Department? February 1964, the Bar 5 or the 595S was presented and featured in the top. Yes, it is. Ooh. I mean, you could send me the link and I'll take a look. I don't really want to install more stuff now. I read the top of the description. I saw 1950. So, it counts, okay? I make the rules here. But no, I just saw the car and I was like, you know what? This could actually be a funny choice. It's still quite slippery on that rear axle. A bit of a demon. Needing CSP. Ooh, excuse me. Needing CSP is fine these days on SRS. As long as it runs in CSP 1.6. It should be good. In the bathroom upon Fiat Mechanics. It says 1952. Exactly. 50s. So I mean it needs 1.76. Oh, okay. Okay, let me mental gymnastics in peace, okay? Oh shit. I think does not like curbs. Not like curbs. I thought it might have been an interesting era to pick because it's pretty underrepresented. But then I ran into the problem. It's unrepresented, so it's hard to find stuff for it. Most stuff you get mostly starts in the 60s. Oh. Okay. Wait for this thing to sort its fucking life out. What else do I have? Some are well made but not going to be allowed on SRS. Well, there you go. When was the F350 built? It doesn't say. Oh no, it just says about the... I don't know. It doesn't say. Shit. My idea is falling apart at the seams. The mirror is definitely 60s. 92 cars from the 50s. Probably a grand total of 0. Actually, that's a lie. I could only recommend 3 cars. See, that's the problem. And you only picked 2. I mean, the Estonia 3... I don't have that installed. I did have it at one point. Not anymore. The problem I had with the Estonia 3 was that it was really short on the gear ratios. The Estonia 3 is also actually a 1960s car, but it is based off of 1950s Formula 3 machines, I think. Or whatever the junior European Formula was called. However, Try the birdcage? I don't have that installed. I'm genuinely surprised nobody has picked this car yet. Can anyone suggest series for SRS? Not really, no. I mean, I think there's like an ideas board on the forum where you can throw your opinion. Trabant is 1991. Yeah, no, if you couldn't tell at this point, I've given up with that idea. I just stumbled upon the Trabant and I was like, I'm still surprised that nobody has hosted a series with it yet. And despite it being a front-wheel drive, I might have to be the one to bear that torch. It's a fun car. It's pretty boring to drive on your own because it really doesn't do anything. It's slow. No, only I and the other hosts can tell the boss man what we want. And it's only for our series as well. We could probably have some influence over other series if we wanted to. But, whichever was happening, I'm scared. I mean, I did say it's kind of a boring car to drive, but it puts on some fun racing. Like, it is so easy to drive that I'm already kind of bored. But, you put like 20 of these out here, have a good crack. I say as I've understeered. Yeah, the survey thing a few weeks ago dictated the non-YouTuber series, yeah. I was tempted to bitch about it, the series after my 2 being a GT3 series again, but I directly to the man himself, but I decided not to. I was like, nah. It flopped hard anyway, so hopefully he picks. He's either going to do one or two things next season, either retire that slot or put something more interesting there. There's one car on pace with. Yeah, it is really slow. In effect, it's what the Alto is, but we can't pick the Alto for whatever reason. So, never got to the bottom of why that is the case, but it's effectively the Alto's Eastern European cousin. It's slow as heck, pretty boring to drive on its own. But you get a group of them together and you start racing, and it's good fun. Because the car is so slow and so easy to drive, it's pretty easy to stay just really close to other people. Loved this car as a kid. Need to race it one day on stream. But I mean, I think this car does almost fit quite nicely and with the sort of theme that I was going for originally. Fun movie about this car called Go Chubby Go. I think I've heard of it. I've heard of the film. But I think this car does kind of fit with the theme that I was sort of conceptualizing, which is almost like, you know, historic race meet sort of idea. I feel like these are the kind of cars that would seem pretty in place at a historic race meet, even if they're technically 90s cars. Changing to meet at Spa. No, we're gonna do the pro hacker strategy. Yeet! That's how you do turn 1, right? See, look at that. Ghost car destroyed. Never saw it coming. Kind of funny, this car is actually also in RBR RSF, and even there it's still like, it's so painfully slow that it's the slowest car of them all. And so it gets featured a lot in like rallies where it's just itself because it's a funny car. Sounded like it was about to tear up the track, but was lapped almost every lap. Here's a little mean-sounding beastie, yeah. Listen to it. Whoa! Power. But you then see that, it's gone nowhere. Oh, speed. Yeah, it sounds a lot faster than it actually is. Amazing. And I got a week still to think this through. A week and a bit. But it's so weak that you kick it, you make holes in it. Sounds about right. Basically, NSU, yeah, kinda is. NSU is better though, because rear engine, rear wheel drive. Well, does it sound as good as the rear one? Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll be honest, the only real place I've seen a Trabant outside of... I don't think I've seen any footage really of real life ones. I've only really experienced it through video games like this. RBR, RSF, and Jalopy. Oh yeah, you know what? The Roof Yellowbird, that'll definitely be a sane car to drive, right? I'm sure everyone will love me for picking that car. Very easy, stable machine at all speeds. Exactly, easy. Why am I ignoring the birdcage so much? Because I don't have it installed. And I can't be bothered to install it right now. So... I'm just scrolling through what I have. Really? Copa Uno? Oh no. You know what? End of the night, I'm gonna do something really silly. Let's see. Something so silly that it probably isn't even gonna work properly, but we'll see. Where do I want to take them? You know what? They're the perfect place. Voila. Race Yes, sure I do. 40 of them? I won't do 40, actually. I will do 20. I don't want to kill my AC. We'll do 20 laps. It's a short lap. We don't need time. Acceleration. Here we go. Something a bit completely brain dead to finish off the night here. Oh, this is so dumb. A diff coast is the only setting I have. The final gear. Amazing. I love it. I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen. Oh, the AI, they're having a moment. I don't think that's supposed to happen, but it's happened. Bristol at 8 AM is very dark as well. Oh, they've crashed on the back straight. Oh. Coming at Bristol. Yeah! This is how the Truck Series originated, right? Truck Series was definitely around back when the F350 was around. It's still kind of funny to think, actually, that the Truck Series is actually NASCAR's newest championship. In its top flight. I'm surprised they're running a pretty good line around here, actually. Make this into a series. Look at them, they're actually running a really good line. I was kind of worried, because I remember trying to do this track in the Euro NASCARs. And this line I have set up at the moment is built around the... line I've set up at the moment is built around the RSS Hyperion. So like an actual stock car. But in the Euro NASCAR, they were just turning onto the apron. Copa Montana? Oh, I'd love to have a Copa Montana mod for AC that doesn't suck. I'm only in 5th place? Really? Where's the others? They've gone. Like, this is truck servers, yeah. Do I want to be in 3rd gear? No, I'm topping out in 3rd. See, I told you. My line at Bristol. It's too good. The AI are able to run as fast as I can. Yeah, I'm not surprised there is one, but whether it's any... A, it's most definitely not SRS approved, and B... I'm guessing there's a NASCAR truck mod for AC. The answer, again... The answer is always yes, I think, to these questions. It's very rare to have a no. I remember driving one and it was complete dog shit, though, so... Yeah, quite slow on this bottom lane, though. Skedaddle around the outside. Make hay on this high line. But yeah, the NASCAR Truck Series in real life didn't actually start until the mid-90s. Fun little tidbit for you. Racing AC has its own community. I'm not surprised there are there's communities for everything in AC. People will put up with all sorts, even if the product is actually pretty terrible. Surprised how well this is holding on, but it is a truck. It's some pretty durable tires. You know, actually, I want to try this at a circuit. I'm going to take the lead of this race first, though. Be damned if I don't. Probably not going to do all 20 laps. Depends how long it takes me to get to the front. Well, we're going to go for a dive here. Up the inside. He's scraping the wall a little bit. Well, I'm going a little deep. Robin's racing. Oh, he's in the wall. Oh, shit. Flash my lights at him. Tell him to get out of the way. That works with AI, right? They definitely respond to flashing lights. Bit of a push. Oh. Almost there. One more place. Need him on the inside. Oh, he's gonna try turning down into me. Ha! Suck it, loser. And then we're gonna dump a bank marker just for the funnies. I also wrecked myself. Ah. So this looks on the replay. Ooh. The fastest racing you'll ever see at Bristol. Oh, the speed is immense. Look at that, oh. Incredible speed. Get that shot with a kind of spank straight camera. Oh yeah. Speed. Alright, take these to a proper track. See if I can get. I said that would be my last, but gonna do a Donny now. Just one more. Just one more. Oh, fucking hell. One more is a copyrighted phrase. Alright, well, time to go and edit that out of the video afterwards. Ownership of the stream and all the revenue it gets, darn. However, rich of you to assume that I earn revenue. Would be a good track to put this car. Oh, you know what? I'll reduce the AI to 9. And we'll do 3 laps. You know how much you don't earn. Have I'm pretty certain I've told the story before, have I not? That I actually have. I have actually earned a bit of money out of YouTube. Right? I'm pretty certain I've told this story before. But I could always tell it again. big wheel spin. Fiver doesn't count. You mean fiver is in the platform, or fiver is in, like, money? Ooh. Like 5 quid. Going up the inside. Oh, that's a stanky wrist there. Jesus. Oh, no brakes! Local yokel truck. Oh yeah, the platform. No. I earn money off of ad revenue. On this exact channel that you are watching right now. Back in... So obviously the monetization requirements are as they are now, which is like 1,000 subscribers and 400 hours of watch time over the past 12 months. However, we scale back a few years. And it was 10,000 channel views in total. But if we go back a little further beyond that, it was only 500 channel views you needed in total. And that is so easy to get. The reason why YouTube changed it is for pretty obvious reasons. Because people were making accounts, uploading copyrighted material, making money off of it, and fucking off. Well, you know, they had already made money by the time YouTube had cottoned on to their, like, content-aware modified clips and got them banned. So... this ain't too bad, actually. A little bit of a pig. But yeah, so when it was 500 channel views, well, I hit 500 channel views, bam, monetized. And, I was monetized for like a year, I think, before they bumped up to 10,000 channel views. And, young me thought I was gonna hit it big, you know. I had money enabled now. Ads running on my videos. No. I earn a whopping £1 and 9 pence, I think. Little over a pound. There's £1 and some pennies in a single digit number. So technically, yes, it was enough for a Snickers bar. I wouldn't have bought a Snickers bar with that money, though. However, to make this story a little bit funnier... Oh, I've really done this guy dirty. Please don't protest me. Please. I swear I'm innocent. But, yeah, so what makes it funnier is that Google AdSense... So this money is actually in purgatory right now. It's not a yellow truck, so you should be good. Fucking hell. But with inflation, that's worth 100,937.46 now. Yeah, totally. But yeah, so the money is actually sat in a purgatory now. Because it's on my AdSense. But the problem with AdSense is that you can't actually claim money from AdSense unless you have £10 or more in your AdSense account. So I have like this £1 odd sat on my Google AdSense, and it's just stuck there in purgatory. Yeah, I might actually show it. In before they've deleted it and I don't have the money there anymore. I'd be so sad. Because it's just such a silly little gimmick in a way these days. I'm never going to be able to claim that money, most likely. So it just kind of sits there as like a funny reminder of a bit of history that happened. Yeah, I'm not minding driving this truck. I don't know if I'd really want to pick it for SRS competition, but you know, I told Gav I'd have a combo for ready for him by tonight, so maybe I'll just throw the local Yokohama mobile around, find some track, and just be like, yeet, have it. Could be fun for a bit more of a casual affair. Better than what I was originally thinking, which was the Porsche. It's a bit easier to muscle around. Quite light on the steering wheel. Don't touch yourself for 1 cent. Yeah, I'll make sure I don't, but I don't think there's any revealing information on there. I'd have to check first. .201. Whoa. Look at the sheer speed of this machine. This comes with like 5 cars to pack to download. It's not too big, I don't think, this install. Less of a chance of people quitting for the car being shit. As well, because the Porsche is a bit of a tricky one. And this thing is pretty easy to drive. Drive it fast is a different question, but, you know, to make laps, it's not. It's pretty straightforward. You just drive it. Let me bring that up quickly, though. Not sharing that window, am I? No, okay, good. I'm not gonna unintentionally dox myself. AdSense. Sign in. But no, I'm not signed in. Your AdSense account was is inactive. Oh wait, payments. Payments info. Here we go. I see no revealing information here, so I'm going to show this. Boom! £1, 7 pence. Am I balling or am I balling? Oh, you got to please submit your tax information. Oh no. Dodging the tax man. With my 1% of payment threshold. Yep, I actually earned money off of YouTube. Let's see what's under the transactions. Is that Master Chief? Yeah, my logo used to be like some shamelessly ripped off like pixel Master Chief logo, but I painted it red. How far does this go back? All time. Let's see. And it goes back to 2022. This is rubbish. What is this? That does have... I'm not sharing that, right? Okay. I was about to say, that does have my actual address on it. Ah, here we go. I need to make sure I don't scroll up. Otherwise I'll dox myself. But voila! This is the breakdown of it, but these dates are completely wrong. because I was not monetized. I was not monetized in 2022, I can tell you that for a fact. But I earned money. Let's close that though before I accidentally do close that down as well. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here too as well. I thought that was just a funny little thing to show off at the end. It's a interesting little tidbit of YouTube history for me. But yeah, that was a pretty fun stream. Nice to get the win, if it was through more luck than it was skill. The other two races were kind of fell down the drain, but you know, they were fun enough. And had a little bit of fun there at the end, playing around with a few cars and doing silly things. But I like what I like. Again, reiterating, I might not be here next week. I don't know for sure, but there's a good chance that I'm either going to be late or not here at all. I think those are the likely two options. If I'm back on time, fucking miracle. But I don't know. Skill-based matchmaking kicked him for the other races. That's a new and unique type of skill-based matchmaking. I've heard it putting you against sweatier people. I haven't heard of it actually just deleting your skill level, though. Hardwired into my brain to remove the skill. Please tell me it's not going to break. I think it has. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, there we go. But, yes. Wrapping up here. That was good fun. Thanks to everyone who showed up and raced. Thanks to everyone who showed up and watched. And contributed to the stream in any way, shape, or form. Hopefully we'll see each other next week. I can't guarantee anything, but if there isn't a stream next week, I will probably make some quick video announcing the next SRS series. But yeah. That's all I have for today. Fun fact. Alright, give us your fun fact before I hit stop. The last represented era for AC mods is the 40s. What do you mean by that? Oh, least. Ah, that makes sense. You're Batman? Damn. I'm leaving. But, no, yeah, 40s makes sense, I guess, because, well... What happened in the 40s? I wonder. Kind of stalled car production and anything production that wasn't, you know, military hardware for a good 5 years. And then we had to deal with the repercussions of that for the next 2 years after that. So... It's not too surprising that there isn't really much. One of them is a Jeep with a machine gun at the back. Of course. Of course. I'm not surprised. Anyways, yep. Getting out of here now. Thanks again, everyone. And a reminder that I might not be here next week. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So, yep. I will see you guys all next time. Adios. Oh, perfect. Right as the song ends.